Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool PTT business telephone. This is Chris's equipment from Colorado. And this is the initial checkout of this telephone. And it's a very unique business telephone. It's the first one of this design that I've seen. It's probably pretty rare and it's very unique. So he's got a very cool telephone and it's very heavy. And what we're going to be doing with this telephone is converting it into working order. And I want to give you a look at this unit. It's in very good condition for its age. It is very heavy, like we mentioned. We have it loose. And I want to show you the bottom of this unit. We have our bottom plate. We'll set that to the side. Now our bell was mounted on a bracket that was covering up where your wiring would come in. It probably had a 25 pair cable line coming in with a lot of connections up inside the telephone and some on the inside. And basically, when they removed that cover, the bell was attached to that cover. So we're going to have to remount our bell, our solenoid, and we also need to troubleshoot that to make sure that it works. And so we need to get that squared away. We also want to go through this unit and we're going to wire it for a single line telephone. So we need to go through everything and troubleshoot it. Now, our buttons are no longer going to work, but that's not a real issue. It's going to be a single line telephone. We also have a capacitor that's kind of floating around on the inside, but I want to give you a look at this unit. It has a date code of 1163, so this telephone has been around a while. And it's quite a few pounds heavy. So we want to tuck this bell back in and we're going to turn the unit around. We have our PTT logo. We also want to go through our rotary. We want to make sure that that is cleaned, oiled, and adjusted. And then we have all of our switches for our different functions that this telephone would have had when it was being used as a business telephone. We also want to mention our signaling indicators. These little portholes were signaling indicators, and when you were being contacted on this telephone, when it was in service as a business telephone, these little portholes are probably glass or plastic, and then there's a plate behind it, and they have little triangles cut out, and then there's a disc, a wheel behind that that has illuminated paint on it or fluorescent paint, and when you would get a signal, that disc would spin and then you'd be able to see that illuminated light or that illuminated paint, and that was an indication that you were getting a signal. And then to make that go away and pop back into place, you would hit the button and that would release it and you would no longer see your indication. And so basically, if we can get those working again, we certainly will. We have to troubleshoot into the situation and see what we can do. Now, we also want to do some still pictures of this unit. We want to go ahead and get a start on the troubleshooting process, and we're going to come back and get some more video as we move forward in the repair and conversion of this really cool PTT business telephone. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're in the middle of the process of repairing and converting this really cool PTT business telephone. We're going to run through a little bit about what's going on. Now, at some point, someone had worked on this telephone. They were probably trying to get the telephone to work, and they took the wiring harness and cut a bunch of the lines that were in the wiring harness. They also cut all of the lines to our porthole visual indicators. So we reconfigured those to the circuit that we're designing to work the way we want it to work. We also utilized the wiring harness, some of the lines in that, and made all the connections for our circuit design. We also reconfigured the wiring block to the way we want it to work the way we want it to work. We also installed a hook switch, and we have some linkage on that hook switch, and that goes to the main linkage, and the plunger would hit that linkage right here, and that's how that works. We also installed our 10-foot line cord. We installed our bell and bell circuit. That was all adjusted out. So everything has been taken care of on the inside of the telephone, and we went through the rotary that was cleaned, oiled, and adjusted. We set this porthole visual indicator up for when you're off hook or when you're talking on the telephone. That visual indicator will work. This visual indicator is set up for a ring cycle. So when you get a call, that visual indicator flashes as you're getting a call. So now what we want to do is we want to put this telephone back together again, and we're going to come back and get some more video of our final checkout. We'll go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair and conversion of this really cool PTT business telephone, and we're ready to start our final checkout. Now, I also want to mention our amplified pickup. We have an amplified pickup that we have a cord running to the back of the unit, and that's just taped to the back of the unit to pick up our audio from our network for our receiver. So we're going to set this one to the side. And I have an open amplifier back by the video. It has a button on it. I can push that button and give dial tone or take it away at any time. And since it's an open amplifier, it is prone to any static interference or noise in the atmosphere. And I'm going to go ahead and press the button, and you may be able to hear that on the video. So I'll press the button. Pretty quiet tonight. I'll release it. Press it one more time. And we'll go ahead and start our final checkout. Now, on our analyzer, I can send a ring cycle. So we want to go ahead and start the ring cycle. You're going to notice our visual indicator. So that's cool, and that's working. We're going to let it ring one more time. And we'll give you some dial tone. Now we want to walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, you're going to watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. Hang our unit up. Now that we know that this unit is ringing in on a ring cycle, it's dialing out, we have transmit and receive. We can go ahead and push this button on the switch box. That gives us a line out, totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we can call a time and temp number. We also want to show that our indicator light for our off hook when we're on the telephone is working, so we're going to go ahead and hang up. We'll do it one more time. And we can go ahead and give you some dial tone, and we'll call that number.
Today is Friday, February 17th. The current time, 8:31 p.m. and the temperature, 55 degrees.
We can call my number and it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. We'll make that call. Hang our unit up. Now that we know that this really cool PTT business telephone has been repaired and converted, we can return it to Chris and he can enjoy this telephone. I'm sure it's going to look great no matter where it's used. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com. And you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.